morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning to you. Okay, I have some interesting information in this video, but before we go there, I want to send a big thank you out to somebody who sent me some personal stuff. So let's just stick with me. Let's go. I received in the mail a letter and a package, and the following items were in it. Number one, a bookmark from Auburn University, Adopt a Book. Some very old collectible postcards. I love these. Some plates that were sent from this person's parents, and also coasters with different pictures of London on it. So to Marie from Alabama, thank you. And I have added all of these items to my collection. All right, let's move on now to our story. All right, looks like King Charles has finally woken up and realized that the monarchy is going to have to go without Harry because he's untrustworthy and William won't allow him back. It is time for the traditional summer holiday at Balmoral where the whole family gets together. And it looks like Charles is finally going to hold a summit with William and with other members of the family, and they're going to decide what's going to take place over the next 10 years with the monarchy. We know that King Charles has always wanted a slimmed down monarchy to save people money. He said that I don't know how many times, but I don't think anybody thought that Charles and Catherine would both get cancer at the same time, and then Anne had that, unfortunate accident with the horse. But according to some of the sources, because of all the chaos, that's why these talks are being held. Now, they really want to emphasize George, Charlotte, and Louis because, after all, this emphasizes the future, the next generation of the royals that's being brought up. While William and Catherine are going to project continuity and stability for the monarchy, which is super important, especially right now with everything going on. Because William is the next king, and because his father is in his 70s, and because he does have cancer, William is central to these discussions because he may be taking over sooner than anybody thinks. And William doesn't want Harry there. Harry already offered to come back, remember? And that idea was nixed immediately. He's untrustworthy. Nobody wants him back. Now, let's not forget that Catherine came back for Trooping the Colour and the Wimbledon men's single finals. And in June, she announced that the chemo would be continuing for a few more months. But they're saying that they might be phasing her return to duties in September after the summer holidays. But of course, Kensington Palace has not yet confirmed a timeline for that. So let's look at who could replace them. Let's look at who could replace Harry and Meghan. First of all, you've got Mike and Zara Tindall. They're very popular. They're very comfortable in the limelight, and they could easily fill the gap. The fact that they're very close to the Wales family, they're popular with the public, they're bringing, according to the press, quote, a bit of normalcy to the royal family. So maybe they could be working royals. They're both professional sports people. They recently went to Australia for the Magic Millions competition. And even though they're 21st to the throne and they don't have a title, Zara is the fourth most popular living royal, only behind William, Catherine, and Anne, while Beatrice and Eugenie rank 10th and 11th. These two live on UK soil. They have school-aged children. They have jobs in the UK. They have sports stars in their own right, so they can do it. They can step in. Let's take a look at Princess Beatrice. Now, we know that she is the daughter of disgraced royal, as they're calling him, Prince Andrew. But people really like Beatrice. I don't think that she should be held back from being a working royal if she wants, due to Andrew. Beatrice does have a regular job. She serves as strategic partnership at tech firm Affinity, I think is how you say it. She does not use her title, by the way, in her work outside of the royal family. And then, of course, you have Princess Eugenie. People don't like Eugenie. Eugenie has been accused of being the mole, feeding information to Harry and Meghan. People do not want her. It's being reported that Eugenie and Beatrice are upset but not surprised to have not been asked to carry out royal engagements while all of this is going on. Now, we do know that William invited them to that garden party and they went. But other than that, they're just not being utilized. But, I can understand why they're not being utilized. Now, there's one more thing that everybody should remember. Harry and Meghan wanted half in and half out. But the reason they wanted half in and half out was because they wanted to monetize their titles, monetize the monarchy, and make money off of those titles. That is not something that Beatrice and Eugenie and Zara and Mike want to do. If they work for the monarchy, even if it's part-time. So there is a bit of a difference when people go, well, Harry and Meghan couldn't do it. Why are you letting them do it? Well, you don't see them going around trying to give speeches for $1 million saying, get Princess Beatrice, get Princess Eugenie. They're not monetizing their titles. They're not trying to make money off of the monarchy. And that absolutely is what Harry and Meghan were attempting to do, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, people are asking what about Lady Louise Windsor? Well, first of all, she's 20 years old. She's a full-time college student. And while her appearances have ramped up a little bit, while she's a full-time college student, she really just doesn't have the time to do any of the events that are, they can't use her. She also doesn't have a title. Now, the son, James, who is Earl of Wessex already, is also out of the spotlight. He's very young to be doing anything, and he's still in school, so he can't really help with anything either. Now, when he turns 18, he has the right to change his name to Prince James and use a royal title, and maybe that's the route he'll want to go. Lady Louise has not yet made that decision. So, I don't know about you guys, but here's my thought process. Charles and Camilla are still working. Anne, still working. Edward and Sophie, still working, okay? I feel like Zara and Mike and Beatrice and Eugenie and their husbands can step in as needed when things run thin. I feel like Princess Catherine is going to be coming back in the fall. I honestly feel like she'll be coming back in the fall, and she'll be helping with the load. And just remember that in a few years, Lady Louise is going to be finished with college. And believe it or not, George has just turned 11. He'll be 18 in 7 years. So in 10 to 11 years, he'll be ready to come in as a full-time working royal also. So do I think they can keep this going until then? Yes, I do. Well, I definitely want your comments on this one. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. And then if you go down into the description box, you'll find the link to video number 2. Follow me on over. Let's go.